Hello, second grade students. I am so impressed with your line memorization. All of your pictures were wonderful. I loved seeing your faces, even though I can't see your face in person right now. Second grade students, this week we're taking a little pause for memorizing our lines. You're doing such a great job. Again, for our showcase, we're not quite sure what's going to happen with that, but we're still moving right along anyways. This week, we're pausing and talking about character work. Now, while you were in class with Miss Kirkham, you had to create a character trait paper for your character. Remember, a character trait is kind of like a character's personality. It is something that does not change. At least doesn't change very easily. If a person is lazy most of the time, they're not going to wake up and go clean everything in the house. If a person is really organized most of the time, they're not going to knock a whole stack of papers onto the ground, right? A character trait. You had to decide when we were in class what different traits your character would have. Are they happy? Are they sad? Now, not every once in a while, because everyone has emotions. Our emotions change. How are you feeling right this moment? How you're feeling right now, you won't exactly feel that way in an hour, or 2 hours, or 3. Although I do hope you're feeling really happy, and I hope that you keep feeling really happy. Now, a character trait doesn't change as easily, correct? So if you're someone who's really fast, you're a fast runner, you're not suddenly going to be the slowest runner in the world. Our traits are more difficult to change. You know, we have talked about this, but we're going to remember this week that there are different types of characters as well. There are characters who change throughout the course of a show. So maybe at the beginning of the show, they start off very grumpy and angry. And then they learn that people are kind to them. And they change. Whoop! Those characters who go from being angry at the beginning of the show to happy and kind at the end of the show, those characters are called round characters. Or we also could call them dynamic. I like to think they're like dynamite. They're awesome and exploding with wonderful things. Dynamite. Right? We call it dynamic. Dynamic characters are characters who change. Think about a character in our showcase who changes. I'm going to give you about 3 seconds, and then I'd like you to call out that name. Yes, out loud. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Camila is a great example of someone who is dynamic. At the beginning of the story, she's so shy and worried. And at the end of the story, she's brave. She doesn't really care if anyone makes fun of her. She's going to be exactly who she's supposed to be and not worry about everyone else. She changed. She's round. Now, a flat character doesn't really change at all throughout the course of the story. A flat character is going to stay the same. I like to think of it like a bad guy. Normally the bad guy stays bad, right? A character who doesn't really change through the course of our show may be like Dr. Bumble. Dr. Bumble's character stays the same all the way through the show, the entire time. Okay? Second grade students, you have a job this week. Your job is to create your very own character. We had a chance to do something like this at the beginning of the year, but this is your chance to do it again now. I'd like to see you draw out your character. What costume would they wear? Think of a character trait. And at the very bottom of the paper, I'd like for you to say 3 lines that they might say. 3 lines that they might say. So an example, I might draw a picture of a bumblebee, and the bumblebee might say, "Watch out, or I'll sting you." That bumblebee might be a very flat character, a very static character, a character that does not change. He might always be trying to buzz and sting people. Or my character might be a cactus who actually says, Watch out! I don't want you to get poked. Maybe my character is very kind. That's the character trait. We're going to pause for just a moment, though. The two big words we were thinking about today was a character who does not change through the course of a story. That character was a flat character, or we called it static. The second character is a character who does change. That character we call a round character, or dynamic. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to create a static character or a dynamic character. That's up to you. Whatever you choose, please make sure to draw a wonderful picture of this character. You may put lines underneath it, please, of what your character would say. And this is optional. This is not required. This is optional. So parents, you don't have to have your student do this. This is just an optional addition. If you would really like to, show me a video pretending to be your character. Like Miss Kirkham just showed. Watch out! I don't want you to get poked, if I was being the cactus. Or, bzzz, I'm going to sting you. If you really, really want to, you could even pick an outfit from around your house. Some of you did a really good job dressing up when you were running through your lines. You could dress up in something that reminds you of the character. But the character is someone you're creating. So, what's your job? To make a character of your very own. Please send a picture of your drawing of your character or scan the drawing in to Miss Kirkham this week. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye. Bye for now.